Hi, what's the best way to build a sales and marketing plan? I pulled up 5 articles to help answer that question, and whilst none of them actually got it right individually, turns out collectively they did a great job. Your path to building a sales and marketing plan has 8 steps. Build your business plan first. The sales and marketing plan defines how you'll win the business that's mandated by the business plan. Don't confuse them, they're different subjects. Second step, do your homework before you're planning. Include research, market and competitor analysis, and extract your sales objectives from your revenue targets. Step 3, get sales and marketing in the room together to build the plan. Never, ever do that separately. Step 4, agree the problem you're trying to solve, who most has that problem, and how you're going to best and most completely solve it. Step 5, use that insight to set your new strategy. I'll explain more of that in the show. Step 6, identify the velocity you need through the buyer's journey to meet your targets. Step 7, agree sales and marketing tactics you'll use to achieve that velocity. And step 8, agree how to measure progress. Let me show you those 5 articles which bring some colour to these 8 steps. Mindful that the topic here is sales and marketing plan, I was delighted that the first article that came up on Google results was an article about alignment. So rather than simply assuming that sales and marketing got their act together, it's explicitly arguing how to. More still, I was really excited that the author had sought explicit agreement as to how to move buyers through the buyer's journey. It's a coin I termed, let's try again, that's a term I coined in 2003 to describe how you move buyers from one stage to the next. So they've obviously got on board with that, and it's fantastic. And I agree that you want to get both to agree to the strategy and the tactics. That is, sales and marketing need to agree to both. So frankly, all up, a great job. Well done, guys. The second article is from the Whole Brain Group. What a big title. Tips for developing your 2015 sales and marketing strategy. Interesting. Now, Google seems to be comfortable interchanging strategy and plan because the topic we searched for was sales and marketing plan. Google's happy that they're similar. I don't think so. The authors didn't get confused about that. Their topic is strategy and they've spoken of strategy, not of plan. But for all that, it's nothing really great. It's a bit of a 101 list of topics that you need to cover in your strategy. So don't bother. The links will be in the show notes, but it's not my favourite. Business plans and marketing strategy, interesting, from businessballs.com. This article did my head in only because of its depth. There's a lot of work that they've put into this, and it's deep and it's thorough, and it's good if you want a lot of theory. Now, I'm going to sound a little unkind here because I think they have done a good job, but frankly, if you want a practical how to build a sales and marketing plan, this ain't it, on a couple of levels. Firstly, it is about business planning, frankly, more than it is about marketing. And the inclusion of marketing plan seems to be somewhat arbitrary. I mean, if you're trying to work out how you're actually going to act on the business plan, then why only include marketing strategy? What about your capital strategy, your human strategy, your asset strategy, your IT strategy, your finance strategy? They're all important too. So it seems a bit of an arbitrary link, and frankly not one that's been properly plumbed anyway, because they don't go much into the marketing stuff. So for all of its depth and cleverness, not one I'm going to recommend, unless you really want some great tools, background and templates on business planning, because it most certainly does that. I'm not dismissing their depth, just I don't think they've hit the nail on the head on this occasion. Now, a sales and marketing plan in 4 steps. Fantastic. Great title. It's exactly what I'm looking for. But this is so 101. Really, not a lot of depth here. Nothing much to talk about. I want to go to the final article, which I'm including here, not so much because we found it on Google, but because it got shared a lot and therefore people like it. Facebook 783 times, LinkedIn 369 times, Twitter 1,300 times. And I can see why. It's not a bad article. It's not quite on sales and marketing plan, which is the topic we're looking for today, but I actually like it as an article. It's got some good insights into both top-down and bottom-up planning of your sales resourcing, and for that reason, I'd say it's worth a read. So there's 2 in there worth having a read. This one's certainly around sales resourcing, and the one that we began with around aligning sales and marketing. As usual, I'll give you my spin on this shortly, but I want to first honour what those 5 contributors are saying. Do your homework, research or analysis before you're planning. The sales and marketing plan needs to define how you'll win the business that's mandated by your business plan. Sales and marketing need to do this together, agree the strategy, the velocity through the journey, and the tactics to achieve that velocity, and finally agree how to measure progress. I'm going to jumble those about a little bit, and I'm going to break them into 8 concrete steps that you need to take to build your sales and marketing plan. Build your business plan first. The sales and marketing plan defines how you'll win the business that's mandated by your business plan, so you need that done first. Step 2, do your homework before you're planning, and that might include research, market and competitor analysis, but also extract the sales objectives from your revenue targets. Although sales objectives and revenue targets should be aligned, they're never exactly the same thing, and I've blogged on that before in some detail. Get sales and marketing together to build a plan, never do it separately. Step 4, agree the problem that you're trying to solve and for whom and how you can best solve it, and you use step 5, those to set the insights for your new strategy, because the problem has dictated a market and a product that might be different from what you're selling and to whom you're selling today. Step 6, identify the velocity that you need through the buyer's journey to meet your targets. Step 7, agree sales and marketing tactics that you'll use to achieve that velocity. And step 8, agree how to measure progress. If you enjoyed that, then likely you'll enjoy other shows. We do one every week. If you haven't already, then can I invite you to subscribe at either YouTube or at Math Marketing. Addresses are up here. Clearly, we were building a case for how to build a sales and marketing plan today. And so the final call to action won't surprise you. Take a look at Funnel Plan and see if that can help you to build your sales and marketing plan. Now, the free version should be enough for most businesses, and it's got great videos that can help you understand how to build a sales and marketing plan. But if you want a little more detail, there are paid versions you can entertain after you've built your first basic plan with the free one. Take a look now at funnelplan.com. Well, that's it for this week. I hope you got lots out of it. I had a lot of fun. Thanks for inviting me along to your world for a very short period of time today. Until next week, may your funnel be full and always flowing. Our thanks this week to Jackie Tran for research, to our 5 article sources, Australian Business, Marissa, Business Boils, Microsoft Australia, and Peter Buscemi. Thank you to those 5. Thank you, Annika, for amazing production. My name's Hugh McFarlane, and it's been my pleasure to script and present this week's show.